the final events taking place because God is about to raise a deliverer or some deliverers. Listen to the next one here. This says, more nightmarish pestilences continue to erupt all over the world. It will not end. As Jesus says in Matthew 24, there shall be pestilences. And these things will be in diverse places. There will be an increase in those things. As the headline says, more nightmarish pestilences continue to erupt all over the world. For what reason? Why is this happening? Each week, it seems like there is another new outbreak somewhere in the world that the experts are deeply concerned, quote unquote, deeply concerned about. Prior to 2020, it was never like this. In the old days, the vast majority of us never even thought about when the next pandemic might happen because such a scenario seemed as improbable. But today, because we are living in the last days, usually, remember they even told us before that a pandemic usually occurs how often? How often? Let me see if you know your history. We've been following along. While you are seeking for the answer in your mind, remember what Jesus says in Matthew 24. How often did they tell us that a pandemic usually occurs? Huh? Nope. 100 years. Every 100 years. But not today. Not today. It's every 100 years. But not today. Today it's one after another. One after another. Because we are in the last days. The diseases, according to them, are getting stronger and stronger. Listen to the next one here. This says, déjà flu instead of déjà vu. Déjà flu. China sounds alarm as 35 people fall ill with newly identified Lingua virus that is thought to have, quote unquote, jumped from shoes. You always have to find an animal to blame it on. Lingua belongs to a family of viruses that are known to kill up to 75% of cases. Chinese experts investigating the virus believe human cases are sporadic. They are still trying to work out if it can spread from person to person. The virus has never been spotted in humans before, and experts believe it was passed on by shoes. Now, all of a sudden, something that had never jumped from animals to human, now it's happening. They are not giving us a rest, brothers and sisters. A break. Listen, next one here from Time magazine. A hotter world means what? More disease outbreaks in our future. Pause. They are telling you what they are doing, but they're blaming it on climate change. Let's move on. As global temperatures have risen in recent decades, so have the number of outbreaks of infectious diseases like SARS, MERS, Zika, West Nile, Pestilence 19, and now clusters of monkeypox and polio have all recently threatened public health. That's no coincidence. It's no coincidence indeed that all of those viruses, all of a sudden, they are mutating and happening at the same time and getting stronger and stronger and jumping from animals now to people. It goes on to say, in a study published in August in Nature Climate Change, it has to do with what? Climate change. Researchers try to understand the relationship between major environmental changes related to higher greenhouse gas emission. There you have it there. They are telling you what they're doing. They have created those diseases so that they can get rid of greenhouse gas emission, including global warming, rising sea levels, storms, floods, drought, and heat waves, and the outbreaks of 375 human infectious diseases caused by viruses, bacteria, and other pathogens. They found that 58% of these public health threats were fueled by what? My brothers and my sisters. What did the Pope say is the solution to the climate change problem? And what is Sunday according to spirit prophecy? What will a Sunday law bring? The mark of the beast. But which is the final act in the drama. And